Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. 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 Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Hi everybody.
When Ron gets it.
And look if the stream is working right now. Okay, so fucking hell. I've somewhat of a big of an announcement to make today. I'm gonna practice wheel. Jesus. Okay. So everyone, prepare yourself. Cassandra's playing with you. The terrorist. Don't ruin the race. Who do you think is gonna win the race today? I am putting my money on Hugo. I don't know if everyone heard it, but for the Aston Martin seat, there has been a T1 chosen. The one chosen is Hugo. Thomas just said to me and Hugo at the same time, because we have a Discord group for our team, and he said hey Hugo, you can have it because I already have a backup plan with Veld in Williams, blah 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 blah. So now Hugo has the seat. I know it may hurt somebody's feelings, like Pixel and Piotr. Those were two guys who really wanted this seat, but they didn't get it at the end. And I don't know if they are good enough for a tier 1. Well, they are good enough right now because the attendance has been a bit low for the last time. Yeah. I guess we're starting racing, or we aren't. I don't know. Well, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna so go and grab some water. I'm right back with you guys. So, we're starting now, I believe, or aren't we? I don't know. I believe still someone wants to ticket. I haven't done a commentary for tier 2 in a long time. We have come a long way as a community. I hate English. But oh, Declan might not make it. Sad. Is George with us today? I don't know who that George is. I don't believe that Dressy Lemon. It could be. I no. I'm gonna check. No, it doesn't drive to. No. Kenya is also racing again. Okay. Oh, he's the one in the Red Bull. Het F1 konijn. Okay. Right. Are we finally gonna start or what? Are we gonna do this forever? I have some things to do and I don't want to. Are we now finally gonna start or what? And we're starting the qualification, so.
Every color of your love, I've seen enough, I want another. Hey little mama, when you talk back, I see your eyes light up and I love that. I'm just a beach bus boy, oh, so alone, no, I don't wanna miss you, honey, come home.
Okay, so now everybody's now in the race. I have some chips and I'm gonna eat them. Oh yeah, Vicky. First we have sprint qualifying, and then everything else. Who was the first one? Who do you guys think is the first one to get out of the pit line? Well, the terrorist. And it's raining, I believe. Was it raining in turn 4? There's you and there's Thomas leaving the pit lane. Kenya also. Hugo. And we're gonna look at Thomas for a second. Cause this will be the last time we will, well, I don't want to say ever, but this will be the last time that we will see him in a green car, in a dark green car, driving for Aston Martin for the last time. The world champion, of course. and we are and I'm interested in what he can do. As we now go down this straight with 300 miles and ERS and DRS activated. Well, 330 kilometers, something like that. There we go, just with 80% of ERS left. He's now gonna go down the second straight. What is Sander doing? Sander got an invalidation, okay. And does he take this thing? Yeah, the fourth corner, the fifth corner, he takes that good. Now this is a long sweeper. A difficult one. He doesn't need to brake for this corner like other people do. He turns in great, and then now can he go? Accelerate very quick on the gas. Then you have this right hand turn, what's almost like a hairpin if you look at the map. And that's maybe the most difficult corner on the whole track. And sector 2, pair purple for Thomas. What can he do? Can he maybe go for pole position in Brazil TRL tier 2? And he goes first now with a 1.8.4. Second is Kenya with a 1.9.5. Brian with a 1.10.4. And now Hugo, the other Aston Martin. What can he do? What can he get out of his car for the last time in tier 2? What can he do? A 1.89. A great lap, but not enough to take pole position away from his own teammate. And Pixel is now in sector 1, starting his lap. Can he maybe go ahead and be a great underdog for this qualification session? Sander goes wide, turn 1. We're proud of you. Now with just 60% of ERS left. Now almost 70 as it goes up in the corner. Is this really his lap? Because he has his ERS on none. And then with 70% of ERS left, he is now going down the straight to main straight to the finish line. Can he maybe get something out of his whole car? And he goes second. Faster than Hugo with a 1.8.8. A great lap from Pixel. In the red Ferrari. And Hazam now completing his lap. Can he maybe go for pole? No, he can't. No, he can't. And Sander has been disqualified for the race. Well, for red. For the remainder of his qualification. With just 0% of ERS left, he goes 5th. A great lap from George. I think Piotr is really underperforming here. I think he can do better. as Hugo goes out of the pitch trying to get a better lap under his shoe to maybe go for pole. But then he gotta improve by 5/10. That is a whole lot of time. As Pixel is also now in his outlap. Maybe he can take pole, although, or if he could, but it would be close though. It would be close. And now with ERS, well, with DRS activated and ERS now on gemiddeld, can he improve his lap by much? And he goes to the first corner, he does it good. Third, does he have a good exit? He does have a good and he goes, oh, he goes 3/10 quicker in sector 1. If he keeps this up for the remainder of the lap, then he will probably get pole. And Pix from now also has started his lap. What can you go 6/10? 6/10. Well, though it is on softs and Thomas is on medium, but still 6/10, and he goes for pole. Can Pixel react to this? He only improved by 2/10. That's not enough, buddy. And he goes second, but not enough for pole. Piotr also goes 2 times quicker, but he needs more out of his lap to maybe get a spot in the top 3 or top 4. And he goes, and he does improve his lap, but not enough to win a position. Haram now has an invalidation. Kenya Garage, who is that? Driving out of the pit lane. It's het F1 konijn, or otherwise known as George. And what can Hassam do? No, Hassam has no wrong person. Brian goes. Dutch line, I don't know his name in his real name, but the Dutch line is now completing his lap. Does he get a great improver? No, he doesn't. He doesn't improve on his earlier lap. Brian almost improves his lap, but not by much in sector 1. What can Brian push out of his car right now? And there he goes. on Main Street. What can he do? Can he improve his lap by much? Can he maybe go and be in the top 6? No, he can't. And Hazam improves his lap, and het F1 konijn can improve his lap still. Can he maybe go ahead and take? Oh no, he has already finished. Never mind. Kenya, I don't believe he is. Oh well, he is still doing a lap. But he is now 800ths of a second above his lap, not under, so above. So he's now losing time. But can he improve on this straight? It's gonna be a question. No, he can't. So that was sprint qualification. And now we will have to the sprint race. So the warm-up lap will start. Oh wait, I've missed the warm-up lap. No. Well, we still have the race. Sorry, Hugo. But the red lights are on. And they are off, and we are on the way with the race. Hugo has a great start. Thomas now on the outside of Pixel. Can he pull through to the overtake? And he completes the overtake. I think no, he doesn't. He pulls out of it. Now Kenya maybe has a run on him at the next straight, or does he? It's gonna be close. No, he doesn't. Actually, he gets overtaken by Piotr right now, and Piotr doesn't complete the overtake and goes wide, but still completes the overtake off track. Now it's chaos in the midfield. Brian and Kenya fighting for their life, for their position, with George also now ahead of them. And the biggest winner of this is Hugo, who has almost got 1 second on Pixel. Can he maybe grow that gap out to 1 second? And yes, he does right now. And we are at the last corner, and Sander goes wide. Brian probably spun. Thomas now overtaking, trying to get an overtake done on Pixel. Pixel defends very well. Pixel, oh, he still goes for the overtake, but there isn't enough room for him. Can he maybe now go for the switchback? No, he can't. It's gonna be close. Now going down to turn 3. Can he complete it? Can he maybe go for an attack? Yes, he does. He has the balls enough. Oh, but Pixel doesn't leave space, and Pixel still has the position. Now the biggest winner of this is Hugo. Hugo now almost has 2 seconds on them. And can Piotr also close the gap to them when they are fighting right now? And Brian now going out of the pitch. Probably he had wing damage or something. Sander now doing donuts. And Thomas now has closing the gap to Pixel, and he goes around the outside to complete the overtake, but it's gonna be hard around the outside. They leave each other enough room, and he gets it done. But maybe Pixel still has a run on him with DRS. Does Pixel have DRS? Pixel does have DRS, and he dares to overtake him, but he can't complete it. And now Zekel has catched up to him. Now in his DRS, now he is getting pressure from behind, and Thomas can now grow the gap between them. Oh, it's gonna be close in the top 3 for the top 3 sort between Piotr and Pixel. And it's also gonna be close. There's also gonna be a fight between a Red Bull and a Williams. Does Piotr have a good enough of a run down this straight? It's gonna be a question if. Oh, he has a great run, but why doesn't he go for slipstream? Maybe on this next raid. I don't know how Pixel is these days on the last turn we just got through. But does he have a good enough of a run? He does has a good enough of a run. Pixel doesn't have the arrest, but Piotr does. Oh, he goes and tries to dare to take the move there on the inside. Oh, it's a huge moment, Piotr. And now George overtaking Piotr because of the time this has cost them. And now George is fighting, and now George is pressuring Pixel. Or is Piotr gonna take back his position and fight with George, which will cause Pixel to maybe get away with it? Does have George good of a run? He maybe has. With slipstream, ERS activated. Can he go for overtake on turn 1? No, he probably doesn't. Joe and Piotr is now smelling blood. Oh, George is getting so close to Pixel now on this straight. Can he completely overtake? Oh, Pixel goes for the defensive line. Oh, he has a great run. Outcoming this corner, but you can't overtake here, mate. But Pixel goes so wide and he slips. He's falling down the order as Kenya and Piotr and Hazem also overtook him. And Piotr Piotr lost a position to Hazem actually in that time also, what we didn't see. And George is, I believe, closing the gap between him and Thomas. Oh no, Thomas is closing the gap between him and Hugo. Oh, and Piotr goes for a dive bomb on Hazem. On Hazem. Why is Footy Joe not driving actually today, or Len and Dylan? I miss those guys. Can Hazem maybe take back the position? I don't know if he can, because Piotr is now trying to overtake George probably on the next straight. And Sander gets lapped by everyone. As we now see that Piotr is going to try to take a move on the outside. You don't have space there, mate. You don't have space there, mate. But he does make. Can he make a stick? No, he can't. And he is an awful exit, which maybe could lead to Haza overtaking him. But Haza also has a bad exit. We now see Piotr and Pixel fighting, and Piotr goes off track, and Haza overtakes him. Now the two Red Bulls are probably gonna fight on the next corner. Never mind, he ain't. Well, does he go for the switch leg? That's a daring move. That's a daring move, but he does try it, and it's maybe a little bit dirty of a dive bomb, but he does make it stick. George won't be too happy with that, I think. And as we know, oh, it's gonna be close, and a dive bomb from George on turn 1 on Haza, and he does make a stick. And Piotr is the one who is actually the most profiting of this. Never mind, because he bumped into Haza, but if he didn't, he probably would have overtaken him now. And he goes for the dive bomb. Can he overtake him? Yes, he does overtake him, but he probably did go wide. But does he lose enough time with that? I don't think so. I think he has completed the overtake right now, and Haza also loses a position to Kenya or Kenya. Yeah. So shit of name. And Thomas now has catched up with his teammate. The last sprint race, they will be teammates. They are now alongside. Thomas has a run. Thomas has a run. And Thomas takes note. Thomas doesn't dare to overtake him on this corner just yet, but he is probably gonna try to do it on the next. No, he's too far back still. The two asses fighting. as Zackle has overtaken George and now probably wants to build out his lead. And you see it on him. On the right, he goes for Devil. Can Hugo stick on to his first place position on this next straight? It's gonna be close. Does Thomas has a good enough of a run? It's gonna be close. He does probably. Yeah, he does right now, and he takes the lead from Hugo. Hugo tries to do something around the outside, but there you can't overtake. On the outside you're doomed. But I think Hugo has a better exit. I hope so. Yes, he does. He does have a better exit, but he couldn't make the attack. But he couldn't make it stick. As we now see, George maybe trying to daring out to an overtake. Oh, that's a huge dive bomb to Piotr, and Piotr gets pushed off track. Pixel now on a position still. Oh, Piotr just got crashed by someone, and Piotr is also out of the main fight. No, never mind, he has already catched up with them, and he's now trying to get a move done. Divon, you know, you can't overtake he's too far back, and the two Astons. Can George make a overtake on Thomas? It's gonna be close between the two brothers, and he does go for the overtake around the inside this time, not on the outside, and he couldn't make a stick, but I think Thomas has a bad exit. Yeah, he does. Combat. Oh, they have contact, but Hugo makes he makes it stick, and he wins the position. He re-overtakes him. As the two Astons are now like 30 seconds in front of the other group behind them. We now see how dominant these are. I don't know if Thomas is gonna overtake Hugo on this next straight, or is Hugo is gonna let Thomas by, I believe, and lets him probably win the sprint race. Oh, a huge moment for Hugo. Hugo now spins. And it doesn't lose the position because he's so far in front of the rest. And he just loses 4 seconds to oh, a huge moment. And Thomas wins the race. Hugo second, third Hazam, and now fourth the Dutch Lion, and on 8th Pixel, 9th Brian. And that was basically then the sprint race. En Sander DNF'd. But did he DNF in the pit lane? I don't know. Let me look. I know he despawned before, but Brian is the last one to cross the line, and he finished 8th. Dylan is Wait, what? And first, Thomas P2, Hugo P3, Hazam P4, Zeko P5. Dylan. And we now start the sprint. The qualification. The main qualification. The first one out of the pit lane is Kenaya Nate Oscar. Oscar has been disqualified. And Piotr is now the first one to start his lap. As we now see Zeko now going into turn 1. Can he improve? Can he maybe go for a podium this time? Maybe, I don't know. He is on softs. Thomas is now out on mediums. And now to these. Sometimes it's that corner where he just got through. It's a bit like the one at Sanford, turn 3. Then the last corner now going to the straight with 80% of ERS left. He burnt it all down to the finish line. Can he go for a good lap? A 19.10. That's decent. But probably not enough for pole, and we see that. Pixel goes and he goes for a 12.5. What a great lap of him. I couldn't expect more from him. Hugo tries to get himself disqualified for the race session. It's not turning out for him. And Hugo now in sector 3-2. Can he go? And yeah, there you go, he got disqualified. Can he maybe get and complete this lap 80? Goes for a 185. I don't know if somebody can contest that. Maybe Pixel can. Now is it George? Then it is George. Is on his out lap. And can I can he maybe go and set a 19.4? I think that's what he maybe can. And he goes to 19.0. Okay, it's 4/10 faster than I have anticipated. Dylan now also done with his lap. George now done with his lap. Can he go and maybe pull through to P3 right now? Can he do that? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. I believe that was everybody done with his lap. Pixel set a 187. And we see now who is starting his lap. I believe Pixel 8 is not going into pits. Yes, he is going into the pits. Kenaya is also going into pits. Zako is now on his lap. What can you? Can he maybe go for a 189? That would be a good lap for him. And he has cut off his lap. Oh, then we're gonna focus on Dylan. Dylan did not set a lap right now, but he is gonna. What can Dylan do? Dylan. Well, I believe his first race of Dylan in TRL was Azerbaijan. Then I was commentating with Noah. Oh, such a great time. And he goes for a 1:9.1. That's a great lap for him. And Hugo improves his lap by 2/10. Is that enough for pole position? I don't know, mate. I don't know. Why are you cutting the track off? Probably you have 8 minutes left, friend. You're gonna make it. Hopefully. What is Hugo doing? Why is he going into the pits? Yeah, he has already set a lap. And Pixel now in his lap. He is 400, he's 4,000 of seconds above his lap. And now just 3 tenths. Okay, Pixel, okay, I see you, I see you. Hey. Can he go for pole? That's the question, and he doesn't. But he goes second though. You guys gone wide, okay, you go. Hugo is also disqualified, probably intentionally, just like Thomas did. And Pixel now has pole in tier 2. Pixel is now going for pole. And he tries another time with another lap with the same set of set of compound of tires, and he cuts his lap off. Huh. Look, the AI drivers who are not driving today are still in their fucking paddock team shit. But I believe Pixel is trying again this time, but his tires are now so gone, mate. Your tires are gone, and then you gotta try it again. Okay. Interesting. And he can't improve his lap because you have old tires. Shocker right now. And Kenya and Jacob now are on a lap. What can they do? What can they try to force out of the car? Maybe a few times, but not much. And now just with 15% of ERS left, going to finish line. He does improve his lap by 2/10, but it's not enough to get a position higher up the track positions. And Kenya, I believe, did not improve his lap now. He didn't. His pixels is still on the same compound tires. I believe so, and he still goes quicker than Dylan and George. Ooh. And that was the qualification for the last time in TRL Tier 2 Season 1. That was last time. Yeah, exactly. So P1 I believe Pixel, P2 Kenna, P3 Piotr, P4 I don't know, I'm on my head. I would say Dylan. Dylan P4, P5 George, P5, P6 Brian, P7 the Dutch line, and P, and that was, and the rest or the NFs or disqualifications. But I want to say something. This will be the last race in TRL that I will commentate on. Ever. I don't know, this may come as a surprise to you guys, but I just want to do the last two races and now I will call it a day. So that's it. And I will you go. I'm not watching you. I now am watching you. I'm very curious what Hugo will do. I think it has to do something with the last corner. Or am I right, Hugo? Am I right? Probably. Probably. And you go. What will you do? Nah. As the red light will go on for the last time on TRL Tier 2 Season 1, and the last time that Hugo and Thomas will be in the same car. Who has a great getaway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights are on and they are up and we are underway. Who has a great getaway? Kenna is great. It has a great start, but it's not enough to make a landing stick. Dylan goes to P3 and overtakes Piotr, and now Hugo trying has overtaken his own teammate and is now P6. Now trying to overtake George. Can he do that maybe with enough ERS usage and a beautiful diamond bomb? No, he doesn't. Try to dare it. And Dylan goes ahead and overtakes Kenna. Of can he? Oh, he goes, oh, huge collision. But Dylan does make a stick around the outside as some marker boards are being destroyed. Dylan made the move stick. Is now Kenna will and Kenna gets overtaken by Piano right here, and virtual safety car has been deployed. I don't know why, but it has. I'm gonna go and grab a drink real fast this time. First wave car is still on their way. Why is there a safety car on track? If you look on the minimap, you will see a safety car. Why the fuck is there a safety car? Oh, the safety car has been deployed, but there's full virtual safety car procedure. What? Is this a glitch or something? What the fuck has happened? On my screen it says virtual safety car. What? It has been promoted to safety car, and the safety car probably ending right now. What is Pix gonna have a good getaway? That's the question. And we are underway, and George is, Dylan couldn't get the move stick. The two Astons are fighting. I would love to see that. And Thomas overtakes Hugo for P6 and Brian P5, P4. The other trying to hunt down Kenna. And Dylan now trying to get close to Pixel and overtake it maybe. That would be beautiful. I would love to see that. And can Pixel get away from Dylan? Dylan has an awful exit. Outcome the last corner. Now Kenna has a great run on him. Piotr maybe also. Oh, Piotr probably doesn't. And it's gonna be close into turn 1. Who can keep the position? Oh, Kenna gets pushed off the track and wins still the position. And Dylan gets a penalty for cutting the chicane, and the biggest winner of them all is Piotr with this, because Piotr won 2 places with this move from Dylan. Hugo P9, what happened there? And Thomas gets the overtake done on Kenna. Now moving up to P4. And also has done the fastest lap. Hugo now in P9. Trying to overtake the Dutch line, Hazam and Brian. And he completes the move on the Dutch line. And now probably also on the next straight on Brian does it. I don't know. Oh, he does complete the move on Brian. Maybe around the outside. It will be beautiful, and he does. Now he has the inside, Brian has the outside, but the inside is way better on that corner, and now also the Dutch has a run on Brian. And now Hugo trying to fight his way up the order. As now Piotr overtakes Pixel, and Thomas is going slow on the main straight. What happened there? Als we nou niet pikken op Piotr. We will be you. Oh, I'm a bit tired, I believe. As now Kenna is still 5/10. Well, now it's 3/10. Kenny. And Kenna probably will overtake Dylan on the next straight with DRS and ERS activated. Fuck, there goes my mind. And he does complete the overtake. And now still 22 laps remaining. Thomas in the pit lane, going for a hard. What happened there? Did he got body damage or something. Hugo is trying to overtake Dylan. Oh, they are wheel clipping each other. Who has a way better run out of the corner. Oh! Oh! What the fuck is Dylan doing? Dylan is almost crossing into Hugo and Hugo gets a position down, but what the fuck? It almost he almost killed Hugo. Oh, Pixel can't overtake Piotr right now. He has the race, but he doesn't have the pace to overtake him. No, he doesn't. Has anyone played Red Dead in 2 in this lobby? Because I'm not playing it and I have played it. So no, I've played it. And I am now in chapter 3. And next mission is short walk in a pretty town. I don't know if you know what happens in that mission, but for the one who did play Red Dead 2, I now don't want to play that mission, and the one who have played Red Dead 2 understand why. But I have to. And Hugo is overtaking Kenna. Oh, what the fuck! They were going outside of what? What happened there? Did they just crash into each other or what? Dylan DNF'd. Yeah, he just did session ending. Okay, but then next time do it at least in the in the pit lane. Thank you very much. But for everyone watching, I don't know if you heard it, but this will be my last commentating race on TRL ever. So that's quite sad. And you go now third. Zacko goes into the pit for the undercut. The Dutch line is also now in the pitch. Barrow we end up comparing to Thomas. Well, he gets overtaken by Thomas, but not by much. Hugo now running second. And Pixel running first. Will there be a run on Hugo this time on this straight? I don't think so. No, it probably ain't. And Pixel also goes in the pitch trying to maybe the undercut. I think it worked on Pixel. It has to work. The undercut is so OP. Oh, it isn't close. Oh, you can see him in. You can see him. Zacko can see him. Clark can see him in his mirrors also. You just fell short, mate. You just fell short. Hugo now also is going into the pits. When Kenna follows him, Hazem also. Brian also, everybody goes into the pits. But where will Thomas end up? Did the undercut work of 6 laps? It's gonna be close between him and Hugo. Oh, Hugo's gonna just end up just ahead. The Dutch line just DNF'd. And this is now a little bit of a boring race. As we now see, just some gaps between all the drivers, and there's a question if they will be closed. Hugo sets the fastest lap. That's quite surprising. But Pixel is closing the gap between him and Piotr. We are almost halfway through the race. And Piotr is just running away from him, but Hugo is closing the gap between them. And the gap isn't closing, but Hazem is now behind Brian. Can he get the overtake done? Pixel has closing in on Pjaller. And Pixel goes for the overtake on the inside before the journey started. The question is, can Hugo close in? Maybe Pixel is now saving a lot of DRS. And now using it all, and Pjaller can tries up with him. And he goes in the pit for a second pit stop. Wow, you can easily do so many laps on those hearts. It took so long to go. Oh, 10 seconds! This right here just destroyed his whole race. And Pix will still is still ahead of Piotr. I'm so tired right now. Fastest lap has been set by the other because he has less fuel in the car, so your car's lighter. And that's what made the difference. Right here. Right here. Right here. And George just being after himself. So we now almost the whole great DNF. That's a little bit painful. But Sander doesn't count. And we see that Hugo does go into the pits. What are you guys playing at? Thomas just did 20 laps on hard, but no, we're gonna go into the pits because we think that that's the best idea. It ain't. And now Hugo is behind Kenna and will lose a lot of time being behind him. Yes, he's so far behind him right now. And Pixel is closing the gap between the champion and himself. This is gonna be interesting how this will turn out. And the Red Bull has the race weekend of their lives with 2 DNFs. That's a bit painful for them. And does Pixel have a good enough of a run on Thomas? I don't think Thomas will. Oh yeah, well Thomas just said no. Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah. And Pixel is now looking to win this race. Who would have thought of that? But I believe he got penalties. Yeah, 16 seconds. So Thomas is still technically ahead. No, Piotr is technically ahead. Piotr is now running for fourth. That's quite interesting. And Piotr just overtook Zach, overtook Thomas, because Thomas just finally decided to pit. I think he's gone through softs. Yes, he has gone through softs. As we now see Thomas for the last time going out of the pits in a green Aston Martin. I'm missing too much. And Pixel is just extending his lead now, but I think Hugo could overtake Piotr, but I don't know about extending his lead to Piotr with 3 seconds. It's Hugo, but that is so hard to do. Then he should overtake him right. He could overtake him in lap 33, and then need to win 1 second every lap to until the end, and then he then can pull through to win the race. But it is hard. Or Piotr needs to get a podium. Needs to get a penalty. Sorry. He needs to get a penalty, and then Hugo can win this race from last off the grid, last at the start. Well, not last, but starting behind. Starting behind Pixel is the same as last, basically. So yeah. But Pixel is dominating this race. Who would have thought? And Thomas just sets the fastest lap by, I believe, 4 or 5 tenths. He could overtake Kenna, but it would be very hard though. It could. And the gap between Piotr and Hugo is just 2 seconds. Fucking hell. I think the pressure is getting to Piotr right now to perform. And the gap is now 1.5 of a second. I think Hugo is gonna try it. Maybe he can force Piotr off track or something. And then he can get a 3-second time penalty. Then Hugo can win and get all done. And Hugo now just not. It is DRS right now from Piotr. It is gonna be so fucking close, mate. It's gonna be so close. En Thomas has overtaken Kenna for 4th place. And Pixel is gonna lose 1st place to Thomas also, by the way, and Kenna. So virtually Kenna is 4th, Hugo is 2nd, and Thomas is 3rd. And is Hugo finally in the DRS zone? Yes, he is, and he is now going to try to get a move on. Next, it has to be next lap, or yeah, it has to be next lap, because otherwise you can't overtake him on the last lap on main straight, and that's the best overtaking spot right now. So he has to do it next lap on main straight. Now you just gotta be patient, Hugo. You just gotta be patient, waiting until the moment arises where you can overtake Zeckel. I will personally not do it here where they are right now, and then you just are just finishing your tires. I would go here on the curve for a better turning speed. Yeah, you can turn the car more. And Hugo is hunting Piotr down. Piotr's worst nightmare has come to be true at the end. And can Hugo have good enough of a run to overtake Piotr down the straight? Can he do it in turn 1? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna try? No, he can't make it stick. He was too far back. Zeckel. Oh, Zeckel is fearing for his life, but now does. Oh, I believe you can try. No. Oh, last lap. Oh, it's gonna be true. Can he do it now? Around the inside. Piotr doesn't leave any space, so Hugo has to back down. It's gonna be so close. Just 2 tenths now. 4 tenths. Between them, 4 tenths per second now, it grows to 5 tenths. Hugo, you gotta keep close on him. Maybe you can do it on the last corner. Oh, that's ambitious. That's ambitious, but you can make it stick there. Now with a better exit, maybe right now with the ERS activated. Just if you just gave Hugo one more lap, you maybe can done it. But now it's gonna be hard with ERS activated, everything, DRS right now. No, he is too far, and Pixel comes as first over strip, and Hugo just goes second. No, Piotr first, second Hugo, P3 Thomas, not P4 Thomas, P5 Kenna, and P6 probably Brian van den Berg. Well, this was, I want to make it clear, this was the most fun I've had in a racing league ever this season. And I just wanted to eat a chocolate, but it was all soft. This is the most fun I've had in a racing league ever, and probably ever will have. But some things have to come to an end, and this will be my last ever commentate, my ever race that I will commentate on TRL. I will still be team boss, but I will not commentate on any future races anymore. I wish you all a good night.